Okay, if you're curious about the system, here's what you get. You don't get much in the box. Plastic case, which is already cracked on the instruction manual. Power cord. So you're going to need you need one of those to plug it in or plug it in your computer. Audio video. No plastic sleeve. I think the casing was designed for another system that played Game Boy Advance games. So your micro card fits in here. Oops, jumps out. So you can put extra stuff on here, no problem. Well, minor problem, I'll tell you about that in a second. But the main card the system comes with is right in there. So to access it, you've got to pop this case off, remove a sticker, and then plug it into a system, a Windows 10 system. So it won't work on a Windows 7 or 8. Now, I didn't modify this in any way, the operating system. I know you can. I just wanted... Actually, the main reason why I wanted this system was because I'd accidentally bought this battery, Nokia BL-5B, and I had two of them, and I wanted a system that it would fit in. So this one it fits in. You have to unscrew this to get it. The battery life is kind of wonky. There's 4 screen settings. They're not that different actually, but when I first played it on the full setting, the battery only lasted 1 hour and 20 minutes. And when I cranked it down, it lasted 3 hours and 10 minutes. So you're probably not going to get more than 3 hours on this. Now it comes with a bunch of preloaded games. There's a video before with all the ones that are there, but that's sort of the list. There is 3,000 games. It doesn't look like there's lots of dupes. I don't think there's any dupes. They're numbered, not alphabetical, so that's annoying. But what you can do is you can just put the games you want on there and sort them that way, and then you just access them by going file folder, SD card, and there's the games you want to add to it. Now I found something that was odd. The Game Boy games would only run from this card. So if I copied Game Boy games here, they wouldn't run, but they would run here. So if you're not happy with the Game Boy games as listed and you want to change them, you're going to have to open this thing up and reorganize the Game Boy directory there. The other thing I noticed was the NeoGeo will run from this card, but they have to be in a NeoGeo folder. All the other systems will run. Like what I did was I just put them in a favorites folder, and they all ran except for the Game Boy and the NeoGeo. Now, when you load a game, it gives you the option of opening the game and deleting the game. I don't know if you can see that, but it's open, delete. And if you accidentally press the delete, there goes your game. So what I'd recommend you do is I'd recommend you open this thing up, unless you have all these games somewhere else. Open this thing up, take that card out, copy them somewhere else, because if you accidentally delete it, that's it. You ain't getting it back unless you have a backup. I think the games play okay. I know there's some people, they're fanatical about sprites and sound and stuff like this, but for me, it's quite good. I paid, I think, 60 American, so that's 80 Canadian. It's easy to navigate the system. You just press these two buttons, get that screen, quit, and to shut it off, just press and hold the button. Now there's a headphone jack on the bottom. Unlike some systems where it's at the top, it's at the bottom. But you know, I had mixed results with that. Sometimes it worked, sometimes it didn't work. I really had to crank the volume up to be able to hear it. The volume's got a dial. That is a wonky dial. You're not going to get finesse setting with that, so you just find the volume you like eventually, and you'll probably just leave it there and never change it. The buttons are fine. I don't have a problem with the buttons or the D-pad. Now there is another version of this. I think there's 7 versions in total, and the latest version has a larger battery, and I think it has a stick here. So you're probably going to get more hours with that one, but I guess check the price. Now it plugs into your TV. There's a video, a couple of videos before this, where I showed all the games listed. The video looks okay. It looked a little dark at times, but otherwise it was okay. This system reminds me of the GCW0. Now this is a nice system. It's old. I guess they're hard to find, but that's what this reminds me of. It's sort of like a poor man's version of that one. You know, Abernac, however you pronounce it, they make a lot of nice systems now. So there's a 350, 351, 351PV. If you can find these ones and you got a little bit extra money, I'd get these ones instead. But you know, if you got 40, 50 bucks and all you want to do is just play some games quickly, this will probably work. I didn't have any marks on my screen other than a little bit of a mark here. You can't see it. I don't know if I don't think it's a crack, but it's some type of mark. But I haven't been brave enough to open it up and, you know, see if I can clean it off. But it doesn't bother me. Once the game's running, you won't even notice it, or I won't notice it. So I don't know what kind of screen you're going to get with yours. You know, I like it. I got to use my old Nokia batteries, which is nice. Only problem is you got to use a screwdriver to get it out, and you got to sort of hook it with a paper clip because this thing's locked in place. So I can see you stripping that screw if you keep popping this out. So I'm just going to leave it in until the battery dies. But you know, for 50 bucks or so, I like it. If you got the extra money though, get one of these, or one of these, or one of these. But you know, if you're on a budget and you can find one, I found mine on Amazon. Not Canada, but Amazon in the States. So look there. It doesn't say what the name is on the thing, but everywhere else I look says it's an RS-97. So if you just type in RS-97 Retrogame, you can probably find it on Amazon. And that's it.